Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Shooting Fadeaways. I'm your host, Peter, and today going on episode 2 of Stepping Out of Bounds. So today, I would let's talk about uh girls, specifically your crushes back in the day. So I'm gonna just take it back just to middle school, middle school time. So in sixth grade, there was girls here and there that I had crushed on and shit, but nothing too much. But it was seventh grade. Seventh grade. Let's go to seventh grade. That was the crazier time for me. So there was this one. So there was a couple girls that I would talk to. That like your middle school crush. You're kind of just like, hey, what's up? You're trying to talk to them, but then you got like 20 other fucking dudes talking to the girl. And that shit was fucking hilarious, man. So there's this one girl. I'm not gonna say her name. I'm not gonna say any of the girls' name. Fuck that shit. But this girl, her name started with. I'm gonna call her A. We're gonna call her A. The first letter of the alphabet, A. So I met. So it's kind of strange how I met this girl. So back in the day, before kids were using their Twitter fingers, we were actually typing shit on the computer, AIM or AOL, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I was talking to my friend Adrian, okay, my buddy Adrian, and he was messaging. We were just talking and stuff. He was like, "Hey, you should." Here's one of my friends. You should talk to her. Just super fucking random, right? Super fucking random. And we just started talking, and I didn't know who she was. Never met her, and I'm like, who the fuck is she? And I went to go look in the yearbook, and I was like, oh, because when I told her, I was like, hey, I've never seen you before. I guess I think she's seen me before. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna look in the yearbook, our sixth grade yearbook, because she was there sixth grade too. And she was like, no, don't look at that photo. That's like an ugly photo. I was like, well, I gotta see how you look like. And then I went to the sixth grade yearbook. I looked and I found her. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, it's a white girl. I mean, her name is already white, but it's a white girl. And she goes, dude, I hate that photo, And I was like, well, I had to know how you look like because I've never met you before. Not being, not like saying like if she's gonna be hot or ugly or anything. I just never met her, and I needed a face to see. And she looked in your book, she saw me, and we would just talk online. It was pretty cool. Okay, we went to the same school too. Just you guys to let you know, we went to the same school. It's kind of weird. Yeah, it's weird that we didn't meet each other, but I hung out with a different crowd. She hung out with a different crowd, and the mutual friend was Adrian. Adrian was friends with her. He was friends with me, and um, let's see. Well, I met Adrian when I was in sixth grade. So I met him when I was in sixth grade, and this was seventh grade. And what is it? Then the next day at school, we met up and said what's up. It was fucking awkward, especially for me, dude. Like when you're no matter what age you are, dude, it's just super awkward when you just meet a girl for some reason. Like you can, especially, I don't. Well, for some people it's not awkward, but fucking sometimes for me, it is awkward because I come off. I'm a loud person, and I come off like with a joke or something, I hit with a punchline that's something funny. That's just who I am. And so, but with her, it was different. I was like, hey, what's up? And I was just awkward. I was like, fuck. I was like, this shit's awkward. And I was like, this is really awkward. But we just said hi, what's up? And then we went to class. We didn't have class together. And, yeah, pretty much after that, like, it was cool. We've always, anytime we got home, we talk. So we would either chat online or we would talk on the phone. Like back in the day, talking on the fucking phone, home phone, bro, was the shit. That was like you were on the phone for like, I don't know, fucking hours. And there was the first time we've ever talked on the phone. We were just talking about random things, just getting to know each other. Just having like we're kids, bro. Like seventh grade, you're still a kid, man. And we were just talking, and I was probably like into a solid 2 hours of talking to her, and we would just talk about the most random shit like sports. She was, I'm not gonna say what sport she's in, but we would just talk about sports. Like I'll talk about basketball to her. Obviously she had a brother that was into basketball. I didn't meet him. He was actually a couple years older than us. And we would just talk the whole night. And then one time when I told her how to go take a piss, so I put the phone down, went to go pee, and I guess my sister needed the phone, and she was on the other line. I was like, oh shit. I was like, hey Ashley, I gotta go. And she's like, oh fuck, I just said her name. Oh shit. Fuck, I just said her name. Okay, guy, now you know her name was Ashley, right? Motherfucker, what the fuck, man? I suck. Anyways, moving on. So I said, yeah, so I'm still gonna call her A. And I told her, I said I had to go, so we hung up. And then the next day at school, we saw each other again. We would just say hi, you know. We would always say hi to each other. We started having mutual friends. We didn't really hang out after school or anything like that, because one of the main reasons was that I barely saw her. Well, I did see her a lot every time that I was in school. So I say was in school is because I got suspended a lot in middle school. I would always be out of school because I would get suspended for the dumbest shit. Well, it wasn't dumb. I mean, I just did dumb shit. I would like, it was bad. Okay, it was fucking bad for me. You know, I was a troublemaker, and the cool thing about Ashley is that she didn't care about that stuff. Me, you know, like about me getting in trouble, but she wanted me to stay out of trouble. She's like, you need to stay out of trouble, but I tried to. I just couldn't. I just couldn't. But I would always talk to her. Like we would talk almost every other night. I would call her up, or she would call me, and we would just talk. Man, we talked about life. I mean, there's not life. I mean, back in 7th grade, what the fuck is life to you, you know? Life is all about trying to survive in school and have fun with your friends. And when I was in school, when we did see each other, though, like I said, we said hi and everything. We would always write notes. So before fucking texting, we would write fucking notes on our fucking notebook paper, right? So at the end of each class, we would see each other. I would write a note, so she would write me a note, and you know I'd read it in class. I don't know what class. It was just say like first period. I'd read it, then I'd write her back, give it to her, before going to second period. You know, it'd say hi. We couldn't hug or anything because of fucking PDA. Everybody know about that shit in middle school, man. It was the dumbest shit. And write her a note, she reads, she write it back, and that's how we like. That's our version of texting. So all you motherfuckers out there struggling, middle school was. You guys struggling about, you know, trying to text somebody. I was like, try doing that with a fucking letter, man. That shit is hard. And we would always do that, and it was just fun. Like, it was cool. Send letters back and forth. God damn, I sound fucking corny as fuck, but yeah, we'd send letters back and forth, and we just talk about the most random things, and she'll just write something like, oh, class is blah blah blah, something, class is boring, or the teacher's doing something stupid. Simple things like that. And obviously I developed a crush on her. You know, I was really digging her, and I was like, damn, man. But I was so scared because at the time I never had a girlfriend, and I was like, you know, that's when your hormones were going fucking crazy at that time, and I didn't know what to do. And we would we would still go on and talk, and this went on for like weeks to months. And we talked every night, dude. It was bad. It was okay. No. It wasn't bad. It was just bad the fact that we would do it all night. And even when she like had her when she had a sports event to go to, or because she was on a team, she would always hit me back. She always hit me up after and stuff like that. So that it was cool. So I was like, oh man, maybe she likes me too. But I didn't know, man. I didn't know. I was young and stupid. And going on, one of my buddy, there's this stupid game. I don't know what the fuck it was. Oh my god, I don't know. I think it was Zap or something like that. That, you know, when you're younger, you would write a name on somebody's hand in their palm, and they would close it or whatever, and they would have 3 chances to guess. And if they didn't guess it, they would have to do a dare or something. I might be completely getting it wrong, but my friend, he did that to her. Apparently, he wrote, I don't know what name he wrote on there. Maybe it was my name. Maybe it was my name. And she had to guess, and she got and she got it all wrong. And he dared her, or no, no. Fuck, I'm getting them mixed up. She did it to him. And he lost. So he lost, and she had to dare him. And apparently the dare was, you have to go ask Peter to see, or Peter. I don't know how it went. Okay, I might be mixing this up, but anyways, he lost, and they came up to me after like fourth period or something like that in the 7th grade hallway, and he came up, and he was like, "Hey, dude," in front of her and his girlfriend. And I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" And he was like, "Dude," he's like, "Would you ever date Ashley, bro?" Dude, I keep on saying her name. So Ashley, yeah. And I was like, I froze. Oh my fucking, I froze, man. And I said no. And I was like, fuck. What the fuck did I say? I fucking froze, and I said no like an idiot. And we were just like laughing though. All of us were laughing, but I kind of, when I looked at her, it looked like maybe she was kind of excuse me, choking on my spit. It looked like she was trying to play it off, but she was kind of like upset maybe. I don't know. And I froze and fucked up. Yes, I fucked up. I could have been with the girl, or I could have dated the girl that I fucking really, really liked in middle school. And I fucked it up. One, how I fucked it up was by doing that, right? And two, I started dating a different girl. Okay, oh my god. I started dating a different girl. And fuck that relationship. Oh shit, man. But that's another story. Now, I probably never will talk about that. I'll never talk about that. But going on with it, with Ashley. So, after I said that to her, I felt like a dumbass. And but what's super cool about her, she was super cool with me. She would still talk. We would still talk. She would still write the letters. We would still talk on the phone. We probably didn't talk as much just because we got busy. I was suspended a lot, so I would always just wait till she got out of school. Yes, I was that guy. I was crushing on her hard, and I fucked up. And anyways, yeah. So we just kept on talking. We just, like I said, we had random conversations, dude. It was crazy. Dude, we would play chess together. Yes, fucking chess. We would go online and play chess together. It was fucking weird, but that was like our thing. It was fucking weird. I was like, that's how I kind of learned how to play chess, was with her. And we would still talk and all that, and we would still talk. We would be on the phone while we were talking online to each other. It's fucking weird. It was, dude, when you're in middle school, it's some weird shit. Anyways, it kept on going on, and then I met this other girl, and we connected, and I asked her out. And at the same time, I still liked Ashley, and the girl that I was dating disapproved it because, what girl would approve that shit? And pretty much my friendship with Ashley was still good during that year. We were still great, and Ashley pretty much said to me, she's like, I don't think she's a really good fit for you. And in my head, I thought she was jealous. But damn, I was fucking wrong, bro. I was definitely wrong. And the thing was, she was like my best friend. Ashley was definitely my best friend. And when I was dating that other girl, things was cool, but they were also bad. Like, I had like a short temper. We always fight and shit, but I don't want to get into that. And the relationship went on for like 3 years or 2 years. And I was still good friends with Ashley, but the girl that I was dating at the time didn't want me to. And so I would sneak around, I guess. And yes, when you're older, like now, like when you're in your late 20s, you realize that those are some dumb shit and you shouldn't be with that girl if she's jealous over your friend. But let me remind you, this was 7th grade, man. I was young. I was stupid. We were all young and stupid. Like, I'm pretty sure you made some dumb decisions. Like, everyone's made some dumb decisions. And Relationship was a relation. It was just like, it was middle school bullshit. It was young. It was young stupid love. But yeah, so Ashley was pretty much looking out for me, and yeah, she was just looking out for me, and I would still talk to her, but our friendship kind of got distant when we went into 8th grade. I would still talk to her here and there, like we would just write letters, but we wouldn't talk on the phone. And like looking back, I fucking regret that shit, man, because like even though you don't know where the relationship is gonna go, but like just the fact that, um, I mean, we were young. We were young. Even if we like only, even if I like dated Ashley and we only dated for like a year or two, it was, or even like 6 months, it would, I think it probably would have been better. I don't know, but I think that I never took the shot, and I pretty much took a left turn and dated somebody else, and that fucking shit ruined me, bro. It ruined me till this day. I'm admitting that shit. It fucking ruined me, and it shouldn't, because we were young. But dude, I was traumatized, man. I was traumatized. I mean, I was a bad person too, but let's not talk about that. But anyways, with Ashley, it was like it didn't matter. Even if I dated her for like 6 months, even a month or something like that, I wouldn't have those regrets. I mean, I don't really have them. I don't have them now because I'm older. Well, I guess I do. I don't know. I I don't actually. I don't. The only I regretted when I was younger, obviously, but the one thing I regret this day is my friendship with her. That's the one thing I regret. That's a friendship I lost, that somebody had my back, and somebody that I was close to, that I kind of distanced myself a little bit, all because of a girl that I was dating. So that's the one thing I definitely regret. And going into high school, me and her just me and Ashley, we became distant, and it sucked. I mean, it didn't like okay, it sucked. Like, that's a good friend that I lost. But going back to 8th grade, so we didn't talk as much. I still see her, and she would tell me things, just like, hey, she was kind of like worried about me because of how I was. And there were other girls too that I was super close with too, and they told me they were worried about the relationship. And I was like, fuck. I was like, this shit is real. All the homies were just like, they didn't say anything. They didn't give a shit. But it was like the girls that I was friends with kind of knew. And back in the time, I was just like, man, these girls are just catty. They're whatever. And I should have fucking listened, but I didn't. And I fucked up my relationship, my friendship with Ashley. Oh, and what's funny? What's not funny, but yeah, as 8th grade went on, me and Ashley had a conversation. We talked, and I told her, I admitted that. Remember that she remembered exactly that day too in 7th grade when I said I wouldn't date her, but I told her, I was like, dude, I did really really like you, and I wanted to date. I wanted to actually go out with you, and she was like, I really liked you too, and she's like, what the heck? And I was like, fuck, I fucked up, because I was too big of a pussy to do it. I was a bitch, and I fucked up. Fuck. Yeah, so we pretty much talked, and after that, we were still cool, but our friendship it slowly kind of wasn't there anymore. And then going to freshman year in high school, it was still kind of there, but there was just so many new people in the school that we met different people, and I was still with my ex at the time. That relationship didn't end until the end of freshman year. And yeah, and pretty much after freshman year, me and Ashley, we didn't talk. I mean, we'd say hi, but we didn't like call each other, do anything like that. It's just we had different sets of friends, and yeah, and that shit changed. That shit changed. This whole episode is about her. Pretty much yeah, about her. So the moral of the story is, fucking phone fell. That's not the moral of the story. It's, no matter what age you are, like, you're gonna go through life lessons no matter what the fuck it is. Whether it's something so small, something so big, whether you grow up and look back and I was like, oh man, I was just a kid, you know. But during that time, that was it's a big moment in life, you know. As you look at, like, when you're young, you see the world so small because you're just cooped up. Like, my world was middle school. That was it. When I was in middle school, there was nothing. Me and my friends in school. And then as you get older, the school gets bigger and the world gets bigger. And when you, no matter what people say, they're like, even if you tell this story and it still affects you, it doesn't really affect me. The only thing it affects is just a friendship. And that's the one thing I really regret is, like, I would tell somebody about this, or like something like, even a relationship, being in a relationship, it was so bad and it really affected someone or just affected me. And then somebody tells you, as we're older now, like, oh, you got to get over it, you know. You definitely do, but they don't know the feeling that you had during that time. And it was a big feeling because when you're young, you don't know what love is. You think you know what love is, and it just feels so big. And as you get older, you realize it wasn't that crazy, but it still affected you, you know? And don't let anybody tell you that shit was, oh man, it was just middle school stuff. You were young, you were stupid. If it was something big to you, it's big to you, man. Don't fucking worry about that shit. Because I got people telling me some dumb shit, or not dumb shit, but telling me like, oh, like, that was so long time ago. Whether it was fucking long time ago or not, it affected me. It obviously doesn't affect you. So don't tell me how to feel or how to act. Yes, I do need to overcome things, whatever it is. I do got to overcome, like, certain things, but I will. Like I said, I would tell them, like, yeah, I'm going to try to, but it's just taking me time for some reason, you know? And if they can't accept that, then fuck them, you know? Fuck them all. But yeah, that's pretty much my story. With that, there is another girl. Yes, there is another girl, but I'm not gonna get into that shit. This is just me rambling. You know, I just wanted to talk. Like, you know, whether you fucking lose your Pokemon card or whether you lose this and that, you know, certain things you can overcome as you get older. You know, you realize, like, that's so dumb. That's so dumb. But sometimes certain things just takes a little bit longer, whether it's 20 years or 30 years, you know? Shit's hard. It wasn't hard for me. Like, getting over the fact that, like, I didn't date her, that was not the issue of me getting over it. It's the issue of me I lost a friend that I truly believe was one of my best friends at the time. And we could have been great friends because it wasn't her fault. It was me. I 100% fucked up. I know I did. I 100% fucked up on that shit. And that's the one thing I regret. And that's why to like this day, I mean, I've learned from it. I cherish every moment that I have with my friends, like especially my closest friends right now. And I always try to make time for them. You know, I try to be a better friend. I try to. I mean, I give a lot of people shit, but I try to. You know, like, I got Lung, I got Derek, Tino, Chris, fuck, I don't know who else, but, like, you know, well, Robert. I mean, I do know who else. You know, those guys are definitely like my best friends. You know, they're my brothers. I always have their back, and that's what I pretty much, like, I try to do, because I try to fix the mistake that I fucked up on by fixing it now with everybody. I mean, I'm sorry I didn't name all of my closest friends, all my best friends, but you guys know who you are. If you think you know who you are, you probably are not. I'm just fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. But yeah, yes. Always try to improve yourself. Don't fucking worry what people say, man. Don't worry about if you went through something like 10 years ago and people were like, dude, get over her. To be honest, I'm that motherfucker that does that to my friends. I was like, get the fuck over her, dude. It was like a long time ago. I do that, but okay, I do that. That's really fucked up that I do that, because I'm trying to get over things with myself, not just friendship, relationship, but just other things in life. I'm not going to talk about that, but I do that. And if you're listening to this, don't fucking listen to me when I say get over that shit, man. I definitely know it's rough, man. The thing that worries me is, like, when you do something stupid, you know, like you resort to fucking drugs and shit. And I'm like, dude, you can't do that. Find a different outlet. Like, you know, I'm not saying get over it now, but I'm just saying find a different outlet. So I guess that's my way of saying how to get over things, or saying that I'm sorry for forcing people to get over shit, but just find a different outlet. That's what I'm just saying, okay? I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I'm just rambling. I'm just trying to keep this shit going on. All right, I'm gonna end this here, and I wasn't supposed to say your fucking name, and I fucking did like a fucking idiot. All right, man, this is Shooting Fadeaways, and this is another episode of Stepping Out of Bounds, and I'm out. Peace.